It's been a very long time. I don't even know how long it's been. So sorry about that. Hope you all are still following along. So, this is my new year, new me. I'm very excited to talk about it. I haven't talked about it yet too much in depth. So, at the end of each year, I like to set New Year's goals. And last year I had a really hard time with that. I was like, I don't know. I set some goals every year I do, really well with, and others not so well. I kind of maybe was disappointed with myself last year. My running speed got really slow. My weight stayed higher than I was comfortable. Um, my body fat was just accumulating. My menopause after effects have been noticeable for me in terms of my skin getting really loose, which I guess happens. The elasticity sort of takes a nosedive, which is pretty shocking to us all, women of menopause age. And um, so I turned 60 last September. Today is March 21st, 2024, by the way. So I turned 60 last September 2023. So I wanted to be fit and svelte or lean and strong at 60, and I missed my mark. I did not have the little I don't know, mindset to get into changing some habits of what I was doing with food. So I was very discouraged with myself. But somehow I kept thinking and working on thinking, working on writing, thinking, working on writing, trying to figure out what goals I did want to set that I wouldn't feel disappointed about. And I did change my running goals to shorter, faster um, time trial assessments and more working on shorter, speed oriented, which I enjoy. And even though my stamina has gotten better with longer runs and endurance over the last few years, now that I had a hysterectomy a couple of years ago and some blood loss that I was experiencing before that was not getting in the way too much with surprisingly. But since I'm all healthy now, um, I've really reaped a lot of benefits for being healthier. And so my stamina is better. I have plenty of blood cells and oxygenated blood cells now. So that's been really big improvement. My hormones have evened out after menopause from the hysterectomy. It took about, I would say, I don't know, a year for my hormones to even out. I didn't get my ovaries removed, so it was a natural menopause, which I should have been in anyway at 57 years old, 58 when the surgery um, was just before my 58th birthday. So naturally, I should have been in menopause, but I wasn't going into. So I'd had hormonal imbalance for years that I had really felt. But so I think my hormones had settled down. I kind of hoped that my body goals would kind of work themselves out with a hormonal kind of reset into more even. But my hormones started stabilizing over the last year, especially. But my body fat accumulation had not gotten better. So I turned 60, and my real big goal for myself is to live a long, active, healthy, happy, strong, fit life. And I knew that my eating habits were not going to lead me to that direction. My family tends toward the, we would probably all say obese side. We struggle with weight tremendously. All of the people in my immediate family, and I'm sure my extended family. Oh, my paternal grandfather was very, very heavy, probably 350. I don't know how much he weighed, 350 pounds maybe. My dad was heavy, I don't know, 250 pounds or more. We all have struggled since uh, childhood. So it's biologically in my genetics to be obese, and I don't know, my metabolism seems very slow compared to other normal people. And then since I was a teenager, I've dieted off and on. So of course that gives your metabolism a big whack, So anyway, and then I did bodybuilding for about 9, 10 years. And with bodybuilding figure competitions, it was so extreme to get ready for a competition where you exercise every day, twice a day. You eat very stringently, get to a very, your goal is to get to a very lean weight with lots, as much muscle as you can keep and gain. But it did a huge number on my metabolism, and it took me years to recover from that as well. So I reached a good point. My metabolism, I felt, had really recovered from bodybuilding. My menopause was here and done. my my body was healthy. I had a hysterectomy, so all the signs were there. Turned 62. This was a good time to get a handle on the rest of my life, being healthy. And so I finally um, was able to hit the switch for me of mentally of making a change. Um, I had talked to my personal trainer, and we were both talking about goals and kind of things we wanted to work on. And that's when she had talked about her son working on intermittent fasting. I poo pooed the idea because I didn't feel it was good for sports and muscle building. Um, and I talked about how I had gotten in a really bad lifestyle of just eating after eating. And so I don't know, during the day I was pretty good, but I'd eat my dinner, which is kind of early in the day, and then I'd eat and eat and eat, snack, 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 until bedtime. So I was going to bed with a full stomach, uncomfortably full stomach. My blood sugar was all over the place. And I had terrible sugar cravings, terrible. So for the last year of 2023, like, I ate sweets every day. Like, I have a huge sweet tooth. And I even just went, you know what? I'm going to give myself, it's normal, it's healthy. So I made sure to have cookies in my house and eat cookies every day for dessert. Um, you know, I justified it because I'm a vegan. I don't eat processed sugar. So these were vegan with more natural sugars. Um, so I justified it that they were healthier, and my snacks were, raw almonds or roasted almonds, um, dried fruit with no added processed sugar, trail mix, which is nuts and dried fruit together. Stuff like that, and of course, the sweets. Um, so in my mind, I could kind of justify that my sweets were healthy, but my belly was getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So I knew that I really wanted to stop eating after dinner. Like, I needed to cut that off. And after talking out loud between myself and my personal trainer, like, the mind shift took place for me, because it was December. It was almost the new year. and my mind went into action. And it was a huge change and a huge relief. I've been struggling for years. So I, that day, I made a commitment to not eat after dinner. No more snacking after that. I even allowed myself a dessert. I said eating. I could have dinner, dessert, and then nothing after that. But and I made the switch. And so my goal was to be healthy as I get into my late years, um, be able to keep strength, fitness, be active and happy and healthy, and lose my belly fat. I knew that my belly was growing into a big bubble, and that meant my internal organs were experiencing a lot of internal fat. And I know that from the research that I've heard and read that is not healthy. That's the most unhealthy fat, is your internal organs in your abdominal area being fat covered. So I knew that that was the most unhealthy kind of fat, and I wanted to lose my belly fat, which meant losing my uh, internal organ fat there, becoming healthier for the long run. And on top of that, why not get shredded? Like, why not get my abs back from like when I competed? So I had really good shredded abs. So I knew I have it in me because genetically, a positive of genetic is that I have good abs. And and I didn't have kids, so I have good genetic ab muscle. So I know I have shredded abs as long as I lose my belly fat. So I embarked on my change. So I started December, I think 18th. I wrote it down, which is a key for me, is to do a lot of writing, tracking, put things on the calendar. Um, December 14th, 2023 is when I made this mental switch, stopped eating after dinner. And also, I'd been watching a lot of videos on, the vegan lifestyle can be very unhealthy, like mine, where ate a lot of processed food, did a lot of snacking and sugar eating, sweets, dried fruit, um, just not I wasn't a healthy vegan. So I watched videos over the years on YouTube on, plant-based, whole food plant-based lifestyle. Uh they WFPB, you might see those initials, whole food plant-based. And when people talk about that, they talk about eating healthy vegan, like whole food plants, in their food in its natural source, not processed. So I started switching over to more nutritious, whole, um, more vegetables, and cutting out and down on the processed food. So started working my way into that, which means I started meal prepping more again. Although I've always meal prepped to some extent, especially since bodybuilding. Um, but I had stopped like even before bodybuilding when I was trying to keep my weight down. Made salads for myself every day and stuff, but that's such a pain in the neck. So I was kind of taking the easy, fast approach to meal prepping. So I went back to like incorporating more vegetables and lettuce and salad and spinach and whole plants based dinners especially, but throughout the day. So those were the two main changes I made: no eating after dinner and dessert if I wanted it, and more nutritious whole foods. So that was my first commitment to myself. So I started December 14th, and today is March 21st. So what's happened is I started at the weight of 165 pounds, which for me was a, a good weight. I'm 5'2" and 3/4, 5'3". And I've been, my highest ever, I think, weight was around 195, 195 or 197, maybe 195 pounds at least. And I was really big then and miserable about it. But over the years, I worked on that. I think I bodybuilt at some point in between there. But so over the last couple of years, I've maintained at 165, which for me was such an improvement from 195. I'm like, this is great. So that was another thing. It's like, well, this is a lot better than 195. So I was happy with staying at that range. But then as menopause, strange body fat accumulation started to happen, it wasn't looking or feeling as good. So I started at 5'3", we'll say 5'3", 165 pounds. And I've lost about a pound a week, which has been difficult because it feels very slow, especially at the beginning. Like a pound a week. This is going to take me forever. But I really was not motivated to increase my exercise. Like I exercise as much as I felt comfortable, which is my normal workout routine. I have a normal workout routine, which is I run 3 days a week. I have a running coach, which gives me a plan. I run races. I go to the gym 1 day a week because of COVID these days and not wanting to be indoors all that much. So I go to the gym 1 day a week and I have CrossFit personal training 1 day a week. So Monday I run, Tuesday I run, Wednesday I go to the gym, Thursday I have CrossFit, Friday I walk, Saturday I have my long run or a race, and Sunday is a rest day or doing chores around the house and stuff. So that's my workout routine, and I didn't want to add to that at the moment, and I haven't added to that at the moment. Although I have been more trying to stay in motion more, like in a home. I'll talk about that. So I didn't change my workout schedule, and I just changed my eating schedule, my eating habits in those ways, and I've lost a pound a week. Sometimes a little more, sometimes maybe even a little less. So it has been. I wrote down a calendar in my journal and my planner of weeks. Let's see. I numbered the weeks. Let's see. So it is week. Let's look in March. Week 14. Wow. It's only week 14, and I have lost. Let's see. Almost 19 pounds. So we're almost at 20 pounds. So today I weighed 146.2, which is amazing. 146.2 pounds. And I started at 165 pounds. So when I get to 145, which hopefully will be next week or sooner, 145 pounds, hopefully by the end of this month, I'll have lost 20 pounds, which is very exciting. So it's been really emotional. It's been really an emotional whirlwind. I am an impatient person. I keep wanting the weight to get off right now, but then I don't want to be unhealthy. So, it's been very emotional by being impatient, by worrying that I'll never lose the weight I want to lose and get to where I want to get. Lots of anxiety, stress on myself, worry, and the impatience. But it's going well. Thank goodness. Knock on wood. Not too loud so Ginger doesn't get interrupted from her nap, my dog. And I'm really pleased. And my goal is a total of losing 30 pounds. So my goal is to get to 135. So again, my impatience kicked in. So hopefully by the end of this month, I'll have lost 20 pounds. So I'll have 10 more pounds, which is, we'll say 10 more weeks, which seems like forever. But the other goal is a summer target. target. So hopefully by July, June or July, I'll have reached my target, and it'll be an awesome e- experience to do that. It's been very much a mental, emotional whirlwind. Like, I'll have to make multiple videos about it. Good thing is I'm using a lot of the tools that I learned bodybuilding. Um, I still weigh and measure my protein. I have food plans from my bodybuilding that I can look at and gauge, some idea of what to eat and how to eat and how much to eat. I know about macros now and my, wanting to keep my protein high, wanting to keep my carbs and fats lower. Although I'm not going to extremes on that yet. We'll see. Um, so what I've been doing really is keeping my pretty much my day eating the same as usual. It's just cutting myself off after dinner, which then leads to more of a fasting window just naturally between dinner and breakfast. So sometimes I end up eating dinner later, closer to bed, which I isn't the plan, but most time I like to cut off and a couple hours at least, because I go to bed really early before going to bed and relaxing before I go to sleep and stuff. Um, so that window has gotten larger too. So, but I've been eating the same meals I've been eating, like breakfast. I haven't changed yet. Lunch, I haven't changed too much. And then I've tried to clean up my food during the day, like I was saying. Um, so it's not extreme and it's been working. So I'm very happy. And we'll see if I can reach my goal, which I'm hopeful. And I'm very pleased with the results. So there's been a big change. I feel a lot lighter. I'm I have lost a lot of my belly fat, even though there's still a belly there, but it's better. And this part is smaller, and the rest of me is smaller. Um, so I'm pretty happy about that. There are changes to being 60. One is I think it does come off slower, but it's coming off, so I'm happy about that. Um, I'm trying to take the fat of the loose skin underneath. I think that'll be help with the loose skin. Will still be loose skin, but it won't be as problematic, I think, as having a layer of fat in the loose skin. I'm trying to keep my muscle and keep building muscle, which is great. And I've gone down at least one size from wearing extra larges, top and bottom, to large top and bottom, and heading towards medium, but I'm not in medium yet. Um, The 140s are a really good weight for me. It's a really healthy, strong, fit um, weight. My look is pretty good. Um, the 140s have always been good to me in my lifetime in terms of feeling confident, looking and feeling fit. 130s are more shredded. So 135, I think, is a good moderate look and weight for me for being strong and fit and healthy. So 130s is on the leaner edge of me for me personally. So I'm happy to be in my 140s. I really can't believe it. I really can't believe it, but I know it's a good weight range for me. And going under 145 will be a big shift. Like getting under 145, which is only one more pound, just like toward the end of the month, and then to the bottom end of the 140s, it'll be a big shift in my leanness and my health of body fat wise. 140, I think, will be a big shift. And then under that, even more. So I'm looking forward to that a lot. And I've been, one of the emotional issues for me at the beginning was clothes. Like, I had just developed a wardrobe of comfortable clothes at my current size and my activities and my lifestyle at 165. Like, I had running leggings that were so comfortable. I had gym outfits that were really comfortable. I had everyday life yoga, sweats and tank tops and t-shirts is what I wear. But leggings and stuff. But I had what was really comfortable, what was really usable. I felt really comfortable in my everyday activities. I didn't, I'm not a fancy person. So I kind of look like a slob, but I had the clothes that fit right and felt right. And so when I started losing weight, I was very upset because I would have nothing. My most comfortable clothes were no longer going to be comfortable or fit. So that was really upsetting. I ran to the store. I bought clothes from like Old Navy where I used to get active clothes that were comfortable, but they have crappy clothes now. I was really unhappy. It was a very big emotional, psychological struggle. We'll talk about that. But I do have a whole wardrobe of clothes upstairs of every size. I gave away the zeros from bodybuilding, but I have small from like 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Small, medium, large, and extra large. So I'm trying to get rid of the extra wardrobe upstairs and in my closet. Oh, that's another thing I'm working on. So I'm now working on digging around upstairs first, see what I have. I just need something workable for my everyday lifestyle. Even if it doesn't work for now, I have more for the next weight range and size range. So we'll see. So by the time I get to where I want to get, then we'll see if I have the right clothes for um, what's comfortable. I have a bunch of clothes, so we'll see if I have my everyday wardrobe outfit settled, or I might buy some more. But that's been a big emotional, psychological thing and physical because I want to be comfortable. But I'm figuring that out now. It's been 14 weeks. I'm working on I'm figuring that out more with a combination of clothes I have and a couple new clothes pieces to fill in some of the gaps. It's not working too good. Like, leggings are not made like they used to be, but it's just a gap. So I'm allowing that to shift forward as I go a little more. Than mentally I was really stuck and I have to find the right thing now. But then it's a week later, it doesn't fit anymore. It's too big. So there's no reason to do that. So anyway, I'm talking a lot. It's been a lot going on with me with this change, new me. I'm very excited about it. I believe in the new me, the new year, new me. I really do. I love new goals. I love being able to be successful rather than disappoint myself year after year after year, which is what I've been doing. So, anyway, the goal is a healthy, active, strong, fit life, to look good, to feel good, and to be confident again, because my confidence had gone completely away. I was not feeling confident at all. So now I'm getting some back. So that's nice. The other thing I've been working on is minimizing and organizing around my house. So I've been working on doing some of that every day. So I can talk more about that in another video. But the key is to just start getting into action. And I did buy a book, I think at the beginning of the year or before the beginning of the year, and it's really helped me get into action. And it was this book. I don't know if that's backwards for you guys. It's called 30 Days, Change Your Habits, Change Your Life by Marc Relau. You can read about it or look on his videos on YouTube. But somebody had mentioned this in a video, because I watch a lot of YouTube videos. And somebody mentioned this, and I'm like, what's that? And I really like this book. I got it off Amazon. The chapters are very short. They're like a page and a half. Quick reading, and I haven't even finished it. Like, I was going through it and highlighting and writing. I even bought the workbook, which you can download for free, I guess. But it was such a pain to do that I just searched for it on the internet, found one that's in print form, and got the workbook. So I started by highlighting, writing, journaling, highlighting, and it really helped me get a place to start moving forward and to kick me into action. So this book really helped me out. I haven't done much in it lately, and I want to get back to it. But it was really helpful, especially to start working on this minimizing organizing, because my house has been driving me crazy for years. So I've been sorting through stuff, trying to get rid of a lot of stuff. But I have a long way to go on that. I'll make more videos on that. But I've been actually doing that every day, so that's been great. So I'm very excited. I wanted to finally share some of update. Um, Write any questions you have, and I'll keep doing videos because there's a lot to talk about. It's very exciting. I'm very excited about it, and I'm very just pleased to finally feel a move forward and a success feeling instead of disappointing myself over and over and over again. So, new year, new me, it's happening. I'm excited, and I hope you all are too. And I will talk to you soon. Okay, bye.